The rules for calculating and deducting depreciation are set by the revenue service agencies in every country. A few important rules to keep in mind. The recovery period is determined by the type of asset. There are a series of specific recovery periods based on the nature of the asset. For example, assets like automobiles and computers are likely to lose value and need replacement much faster than real estate. As a result, the differences in recovery periods are substantial. The method used to calculate depreciation is determined by the recovery period. For some of the shorter life assets, you are allowed to accelerate the method so that more write-offs takes place at first and less later on, when the asset is worth much less. Longer-term assets, notably real estate, cannot be depreciated on an accelerated basis, but they can be written off only using the straight line method, in which the same amount is written off each year. In the case of real estate, only improvements, buildings, can be depreciated. Land cannot be depreciated. A special case arises for the depreciation of real estate. You can never depreciate land which has to be kept on the book indefinitely. It can be removed only when the property is sold. The basis for depreciation is always the net cost plus improvements, never the current market value. An oddity in the accounting system is that assets must be depreciated based on actual cost plus improvements, if any. You can never increase the book value of real estate. Depreciation begins not when an asset is purchased or paid for, but when it is placed into service. You might purchase an asset this year but not begin using it until next year. In this situation, you cannot begin to claim the depreciation expense right away. The depreciation begins only in the year the asset is placed into service. Some elections can be made to alter the method used for depreciation. However, the election has to be applied to all assets in the same class that are placed into service in the same year. A variety of depreciation-based elections can be made each year. However, you cannot pick and choose. Each asset in the year's recovery period has to be subjected to the same elections.